this time 2 weeks ago, our family was at a simcha for my niece Sarah Cohen, who just got engaged the night before. My mom was dressed in her usual modest and elegant clothing and sat in a chair during the engagement with a big smile on her face. She was a little under the weather, but that wouldn't stop my mother from a simcha for one of her grandchildren. Since we are within the year from my father, I just met the family, the new family of course, and left. When I heard my mom went home at approximately about 8:30, I decided to go sit with her. I looked over her mail, her bills, as I did on a weekly basis, and I told her that I had to go leave because I had to finish packing for my trip to Israel. I gave her a kiss and she blessed me as she did every time I left. May you be like Ephraim and Menashe. You should have a good week. You should have parnasa. You see your children's children's children. And a few other ones that I can't remember right now. Little did I know that that would be the last time that I spoke to my mom in person. The next day I went to work, called my mom as I did every morning, and told her have a good day. Upon driving to the airport, I called my mom, and she told me, Alamak, have a great trip. She was in the emergency room at the time, but she didn't want me to think about her issues on my trip. This trip that I had made to Israel was postponed due to my father's death 6 months earlier. On that Friday, I had called my mother to say Shabbat Shalom, and that's when I heard the sounds of a hospital in the background. My sister Odette answered the phone. I'm like, what are you doing at dialysis? She's like, I'm with mom. No, can't be. Odette said she was admitted because her pressure dropped and they were giving her meds to stabilize her. Don't tell Jody that I'm here, my sister told me that my mother said to her. But it wasn't a life-threatening issue for me to cut my trip short. My trip continued and my text back and forth of how's mom doing continued. The responses were, the pressure is low, we're giving her meds to get her strength back. On Tuesday in Israel, my wife and I, my son Jackie, and Mordechai Amin and his wife went up north to all the kivarot of all the Gidolim imaginable. We started in Har HaZitim where we saw Mordechai Amin's grandfather, young Mega David himself, Mr. Charlie Saruya. He was a key to my mom's childhood. It was also the day before the Or HaChaim's yard site, and we prayed by his kever as well. We ended in Miron by the kever of Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai. We went to Sfat, Tveria. We saw Rabbi Meir Alanes, Rabbi Akiva, Ramchal, Harambam, along with other great tzaddikim. We actually went off-road and even found, if it's true, Shimon ben Yaakov, one of the Shabbatim. We prayed at every kever for her speedy recovery, not knowing that we were praying for her to live just another day for me to see her when I return. On Wednesday night, I landed at JFK at 10:30. At 1 a.m., I checked in to NYU with the nurse. She told me she was stable, she was on heavy meds, but she was doing okay. My brother Elliot stayed the night. I checked in again the next morning at 6 a.m. Again, an uneventful evening, again but a high doses of medicine, trying to raise my pressure and fight off infections. I then went to shul. At 7:31, in the middle of the night, my sister called me and told me her pressure dropped. I texted Dr. Abba Madelon, and he informed me he would be at the hospital at 8 a.m. At 8:02, the text arrived. Come now, she's not doing good. I Ubered to the city and arrived at about 9:15. Odette and Elliot were already there. I think was coming from Deal. Her numbers were very bad. Her heart was barely beating. A vibrant and lively person just 2 weeks prior was now breathing her last breath. At 10:52 a.m., she breathed her last breath. No longer will my mom make people laugh. No longer will she make people smile. No longer will my mom give us blessings to be like a Ephraim and Menashe. There's a Gemara on Ta'anit on Daf Chav Bet Amud Aleph that discusses what Elliot had brought up. Rabbi Baruchah asked Eliyahu Navi if there's anyone in this marketplace that deserves Olam Haba. Eliyahu Navi pointed to two ordinary clothed people. Rabbi Baruchah went up to them and asked them, what do you guys do? They answered him, we're comedians. We cheer people up that are depressed. We make people laugh. My mom was always the life of a party. Every room brightened up when she walked in. Everybody in this room who knew her can attest to that. We are all at ease knowing that my mom fits the bill of making people happy. She loved going to shul, my mom. She loved Achiezer, and she loved seeing her husband sitting with his two brothers praying. She had respect for all people, but especially rabbis. She would greet them with a bowed head, showing the honor that they deserved. Every Shabbat, she waited for my brothers and I to visit. Elliot went earlier than I did. After visiting the old age home, I went to my mom to say Kiddush, sang Tizmonim, as she always had a meal on the table. My Uncle Albert made it his business to visit his sister-in-law always, and Uncle Benny always called and asked of her well-being. Thank you so much. We sang for her, and she loved when I sang Mul'eli Good Love for her. She cared so much about our appearance. If we slouched in our chairs, she would say, "Sit up straight, Elliot." "Stop twitching or cracking your neck, Elliot." "Put something else on. You can't go on the street like that. Maybe your sneeb is outside." "Oh, Dad." Mom was very big on Hakarat Tov. She gave everybody a gift or a tip if they did her a chesed. From the car service, which the insurance paid for, she had to give the guy $5. To the nurses and the technicians at the hospital, the dialysis center, anyone that did something for my mom, even though they were being paid, she gave them that little extra just to show her appreciation. The nurses station in the hospital and the dialysis center nurses and technicians were brought to tears when they were told that my mom had passed away. The other patients were also brought to tears because she was friendly with all of them. Dr. Madelon, Dr. Albert Madelon, God bless him. You're an angel from Shamayim, Dr. Madelon. Keep doing the shlichut of Hashem. My family will always be indebted to you, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts. She learned the trait of appreciation from her brother Marisa and Alav Shalom, whom my mother loved dearly and unfortunately never had closure with. In fact, his picture is on my mom's screensaver on her phone until today. She bought a gift for every child and grandchild's birthday, bris, bar mitzvah, wedding, and extended actually to cousins. She never forgot anybody's birthday. As Elliot mentioned, her love for my father was second to none. The love was apparent in his passing because since December 9th, my mom would not sleep in the bedroom. My father saw this window of opportunity when she was in his ICU to bring her to the next world, and he grabbed it. Death is not something we can plan for. If we take something from the life of my mother and incorporate it in our lives, we'll all be better people. Be positive. There's no reason to be negative. Make people laugh and smile. It doesn't cost anything. Be sameach b'chelko. Don't look at what other people have. Be happy with your lot. Respect your elders. Respect the rabbis. They're experienced. They know a lot more than we do. We are barely over the loss of my father, and now this. It's just, it's incomprehensible. I know she's in a better place, but it's just hard to accept right now. Mom, only Hashem can keep you quiet.